What's up everybody, hope you have a lovely day. Now, I usually do some cuts or speed ups in my races just because there's not much action at some point in the race, but this one was completely different because this race was all-time battles from lap 1 to the last lap. Now, if you look in the mirror, you will see the blue and white car putting pressure on us on the outside, almost hitting the black car in front, getting completely swarmed at this point because of that oversteer moment. 3 wide, we're in the middle, just keeping the wheel straight, backing off, so we will leave to fight another day. A slight contact, getting pushed on the inside once again. This was not a great start, but it's important that we survive it. And now we are just trying to squeeze in there. You can see the black and green car putting pressure on us. We're going on the inside. The inside has more space for errors, so we're trying to stay on the inside. We see that Sachi in front just blocks it completely, so braking, can't fully brake hard, trying to leave space. We see Brendan in front as well, and really no time to think because on the left side we have another car. We have Colin, he's putting pressure, he's gonna try to make the move. We're defending, barely leaving the space, so close there, but we're managing to defend and keep the position, following Brendan in front, trying to overtake Sachi. We're now on the outside, moving back on the inside just to make sure he will not dive there. It's super easy to leave the door open, especially in the GR86. And by the way guys, if you enjoyed this video at any point, please use the like and subscribe button, because it's just a way for you to let me know that, okay, I want to see more of this, so I can create more content for you. But also feels nice when I see that people are appreciating some bits of the content. Really makes me happier. Anyways, we see Sachi behind. He is really pushing at this moment. I'm going left to right. I'm staying on the inside. I don't know exactly what his intentions are, because in some cases people want to bump draft you. In some other cases they just want to overtake. So we're defending, keeping the inside. You see he's got a lot better exit. He's pushing us again. So I was thinking, okay, this guy just wants to help, wants for us to move forward together. So I was not defending in this corner. That's why I just kept the racing line. If he was trying to overtake me in the previous corner, I would just defend. It's not a great idea to lose time defending, but in most of the cases it pays off to defend when you're not at least in the front row. And also, racecraft is a big ingredient to it. So if you ever start from the back because you did an off track in qualifying, or you missed your braking spot, you did a slower lap, just start the race wherever you qualify. Don't go to the pits, just learn to race in the pack. Exactly what I'm doing right now, because I was able to avoid a lot of incidents in this race just because I was aware and looking further ahead, developing my racecraft and so on. So moral of the story, even though it's frustrating at times, learning racecraft the hard way, just being in the pack more, it really helps. Getting back to the race though, because we're closing on Brendan. He is staying on the outside. We're taking the inside. We want to overtake him, so braking a bit deeper than him, keeping a tight line. We don't want to hit him. He's a member of the Discord as well, but he gets unfortunate. You see that crash behind? Completely messes up Brendan's race, by the way. For us it was good because we were on the safe line. We get a move done on the yellow car. We are glued to the bumper of Wexy in front with the black car, getting very close. I'm positioning on the outside and then quickly switching, so he has not enough time to switch his position under braking, and we get the move done. This was this was a move that you will see quite often, and if the driver that's defending, it's fair and he will not just move under braking, in most cases it will just take him by surprise and you will be able to get the position. So close to end of lap 2, we are following Pablo in front. A lot of cars that are close, meaning the likelihood of them going side by side in the next corner is quite high. Also Wexy is closing on us. The draft is mega powerful around here. We are defending because once again we don't know what his intentions are. Getting very close. That pink car gets a worse exit, so we will try to be in the mix here. Sadly no space to go. He's kind of braking, so we're keeping it flat. Wexy behind. He will try to push us a little bit. We're sending on the inside because we have more space. Very close with the pink car, side by side, leaving just enough space. And we managed to defend. Even though we moved late, we were still in front of Wexy. So we had the right to close the door there. Not as safe, it can go wrong. But if you don't defend as hard, it's easy to, you know, just go backwards, put yourself at more danger and so on. Nowhere to go in this corner. He covered it nicely. But we're seeing those two white cars going sideways a little. So at this point, I'm not even looking at the red and pink car. I'm looking at the white cars as they take the corner. And we can see that they miss it. We drop the throttle there so we don't make any contact. And this really saved us because we just looked further ahead. We were able to notice them going a little bit weird, a little bit funny. And now we are so close to Pablo, we're pushing him. We don't want to let go of this inside line because otherwise Wexy will overtake us. So our goal is to defend from Wexy or maybe even get a position, staying on the inside, helping Pablo as well. Let's see if we can get the pink car. Side by side. He is a little bit too far ahead, so we have to let go. It's his corner. If we just push more in that corner, we'll just T-bone him, spin him, and you know, end our own race in most of the cases. So backing off if the other car is way in front than us. Not really looking for a dive in this corner, even though we get a huge oversteer moment, because the other cars in front are quite spread apart. So the smart thing to do here would be for me, Carlos and Pablo to work a little bit together so we can catch the pack. You can do it. You can 100% close the 2-second gap if you're working together and if the other guys in front are having battles. I've seen it a lot of times during this week where just working with a random person, like a random one that you find in a race, you decide, let's work together, and then you catch up the big guys in front. Totally possible, but it depends on the other driver as well. We get the off track, not ideal exit. We're losing on the exit at this point, kind of pushing a little bit more. We were really trying to get to the back of Carlos and try to push him to make him push Pablo as well. It's very hard to do this with two other drivers, but when it happens, it also feels quite nicely. Now we're preparing to have a good exit. We really need a good run out of this corner, going in second gear, taking a late apex, and we see those two cars in front going sideways, avoiding action, getting on the grass, but losing a lot of time. And was looking at the gap behind, 1.3, 1.2. Those guys behind are catching, and the guys in front can just slipstream each other. But just surviving is a lot better than losing time. So still focusing in front. 0.7. We will try to make up for the time lost. Red car is having an issue there, so getting closer. Let's see if we can. No, it was not possible. He was ahead, so we had to back off. But it was good that we were able to catch them. I was afraid that they would just work together and completely, you know, leave me behind. Sachi behind also catch up to us. So there's a big pack. This will always happen in those GR86 races. There's gonna be a big pack of car following. So 0.7 behind, 0.2 in front, getting a good run out of this corner. We'll probably be side by side into the next one. So 0.1, getting very close, doing a little throttle drop here. We don't want to push him while he's taking the corner, but now we can stay close. Let's see if we can give him a bump. No, he is giving a bump to Carlos though. So going in the braking zone, braking late, hard, trying to overtake Pablo. we get a move done. We also get a decent exit, so now we're glued to Carlos, and super important at this point to have a good exit out of the last corner. You see Pablo behind, was a bit afraid that he will dive, so positioning the car a little bit more towards the center, dropping down to second. We have a good exit, and we instantly go for that inside line, so Carlos can't take it away from us. Now sadly, Pablo is gonna push Carlos, so you will see that Carlos will start to gain on me, but look what's happening. Look in the mirror. We have Sachi with the clutch bump. Now he's bumping me to push me a little bit forward, going in the braking very late, hard, and we get the move done. And if it wasn't for Sachi, it would be very difficult for us to take the position, because Pablo was just bomb drafting Carlos, and if you bomb draft till the end of the straight, then it's gonna be very difficult to send it on the inside, even though you're on the inside, if the other car is like half a car length in front. Although for us, look what happened, 0.8 seconds behind, so we have the chance on pace alone now to try to maintain this lead of this pack around here. The draft is super powerful, like you can gain 1 second per lap. It's very difficult to escape the draft, but since they were going side by side into that corner, you see 1.2, 1.3, we were feeling pretty confident at this point. So eyes in front, maybe something will happen in front, and you will see that something will happen in front, by the way. And what happened was an intentional retaliation. You will see it as it unfolds, but it's in a way it's a bit sad to see some cars taking each other out on purpose. Not a great sight. Alright, so now if you look in front, those two guys are on the straight, and they just hit each other.
You fuck.
While driving on a straight line.
What the fuck was that DI guy?
Yeah. So this gives us P2. We just need to keep driving fast for this last lap, and we will get it. We have a 0.8 seconds behind, so it's definitely not easy, because with the draft they can catch up a lot, but let's see if we can push hard enough. yeah, so that was the race.
Thomas,
Hope you like
what
it.
have I done
Hope
to
you enjoy it. If you do, use the like, subscribe, and the bell button. And I'm gonna see you
I
in the
haven't even
next
seen
one.
you all race.
Bye bye.
Murder.
My bad.
You're bad, yeah, nice.
Copy.
Don't aim the headlocks at me, aim it at someone else that's done it to you. Taking out an innocent.
Was an intentional champ.